Thanos and his Oh. You've dug into a spider room. Oh. Ding dong! It's payday!
Men, it is time to eradicate evil once and for all. Forward! And take no prisoners!
Thanos set his troops in motion. Increased attacks on the dungeon were inevitable from now on. Enemies have entered the dungeon. A combat-heavy patrol walked the graveyards here to keep an eye out for grave robbers.
They're right on the money with Thanos and my dim-wit stepbrother then. But of course, they don't get questioned. I do. It's probably because I'm a dark elf. Damn racists.
And the general of the Absolute Evil's Army of the Dark.
Yeah, well, that too.
The unscrupulous evil had slain a hero in the dungeon, as so many times before, by the way. But now, it was contemplating whether it might be time to build an ice tomb. There, dead heroes could be brought back to join the prowling evil side as wafting ghost heroes.
That would be something. Then we more or less make the heroes fight for us. All right, you little snots. Build an ice tomb, erect a hero's grave, and drag those mutilated hero corpses over here pronto!
My friends, it is time to visit one of these graveyards.
Thanos and his fanatical followers, along with Tristan, set out to jump through a portal to one of the graveyards. It would be exciting to see what they would do there.
Probably pick themselves out a couple of nice graves and coffins. Come on, creatures. Let's reduce them to mush. Let's pound them into dust. Let's cover them in vinegar, because it burns.
This looks like the perfect spot. Son, this is where we will find more good, strong fighters for our cause.
In a graveyard? Father, I am not sure if this is really the right way for the light.
Naturally, son. Just trust me. I have the gauntlet of finitude and the goddess's support. Bringing a few noble warriors back briefly from the realm of the dead for a good cause is in no way reprehensible.
And so Thanos sent resurrected heroes marching towards the warding evil. merciless evil had destroyed all the coffins in a graveyard, Thanos would no longer be able to use them.
That's exactly the way it's supposed to work. Well, somehow it's a little weird that we, the evil, are now destroying graveyards so that Thanos, the good, can't use the corpses there.
Still, it's essential in helping to define Thanos' character, so that the person in front of the screen also understands that he's a rotten person and deserves every ounce of the beating we give him.
The person in front of the screen is playing dungeons and is torturing, looting, and pillaging their way through the 11th mission with me. I don't think that Thanos' character traits need to be defined any further.
Good. You have a point there, that's true. Enemies are in the dungeon. The grandiose evil had vanquished another wave of Thanos' heroes. The undead evil now had an ice tomb complete with a fancy hero's grave at its disposal. All that was needed now was the corpse of a hero for the process to be set in motion. The calling heroes from the grave evil had summoned its first ghost hero. It gazed with satisfaction at the newest addition to its army of evil. Your gold vein is nearly exhausted.
Don't worry, son. We will win this battle, and good shall prevail. Maybe later, we can even resurrect Thalya and try to convert her to the good. Would you like that?
I think so, Father. I hope you know what you're doing.
Of course, son. Time to revive more heroes with the Gauntlet of Finitude.
Ding dong! It's payday!
Welcome back, you heroes of ages past. Receive the blessing of the sacred fire. Forward! Destroy evil once and for all!
There are enemies in your dungeon. A gold vein has been mined out. More coffins were destroyed by the lumberjack evil's creatures. The trampling evil had destroyed additional coffins in the graveyards and had completely secured one graveyard. Thalya had defeated a wave of Thanos' heroes.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
A new graveyard patrol was making the rounds. The predatory evil was already making careful notes about where it could be ambushed. Ding dong, it's payday.
Father, it somehow feels wrong to tear these noble warriors from their graves. They fought their battles for good decades ago.
Ha! But you resurrected me too, son. I don't see anything wrong with it. I have need of you, heroes of the past. Rise up to once again serve the good. Hey, son, there seems to be a small snag with the gauntlet. I was trying to resurrect a lot more heroes.
I'm afraid its power is used up, Father. Perhaps it will recharge over time.
Huh? That is heresy. How am I supposed to do the work of the goddess and the purifying flame like this? One of you is an unbeliever. Confess!
In his rage, Thanos struck one of the heroes, an amazingly evil act that earned him, well, evilness. Interestingly enough, this seemed to charge the gauntlet of finishing.
Oh, that's interesting. I would have missed that detail if that narrator hadn't mentioned it. Excellent. Here, you brave warriors! Receive the blessings of the goddess and the light!
Now Thanos is going completely nuts again. And just for the record, I killed the freaking goddess of light!
Receive the blessing of the sacred flame, and prepare to destroy evil. And should you not succeed, know that I can summon more heroes from their graves at any time.
We've smashed to smithereens. Awesome!
The marauding evil had cleared a graveyard of fallen heroes. enemies are in the dungeon. Creatures are collecting their prey. Your enemies are in the dungeon. Your little snots are completely mined out at Gold Vein.
Is that all you got, Daddy? Your pathetic heroes can't even come close to beating me.
The trampling evil had destroyed additional coffins in the graveyards and had completely secured one graveyard. Your gold vein is nearly exhausted. The merciless evil's armies rushed into battle with the Colossus to earn some magnificent evilness.
It's time to pay a visit to a graveyard. Make ready!
Father, what are you doing? You just accidentally knocked this man to the ground.
I'm doing excellently, son. Don't worry. I'm sure he was a heretic. So in fact, all I did was purify a poor lost soul. But I'm fine. Look, I can pull out trees and crush rocks, just like this one.
Thanos indeed seemed massively strengthened by the gauntlet of finitude and crushed the rock before him. This had blocked the way to a village, which was now accessible.
Away with you! You grave robbers! Leave our poor departed in peace!
You dare to oppose the holy light on its mission? May the goddess of light embrace you!
Father! What are you doing? Are you out of your mind? You're killing innocent people here!
Don't worry, son. I have this under control. This pathetic lot can't fight, and at best are prey for your depraved sister. I merely did them a favor. We can make good use of their strength in the fight against evil. After all, I can just resurrect them later. To arms, dead brothers! Receive the goddess's blessings!
What? What's this crap? I just killed that goddess in the last game.
And now, descend into the underground and bring death upon the creatures of evil.
Creatures are collecting their pay. Your enemies are in the dungeon. More coffins were destroyed by the lumberjack evil's creatures. The marauding evil had cleared a graveyard of fallen heroes. Thalya had defeated a wave of Thanos' heroes.
Be vigilant, my friends, for evil never sleeps. My portal will soon be ready. Ah! Defeating Thalya will be easy with the Gauntlet of Fate. I'll just keep resurrecting heroes!
Father, are you sure that this is the path the goddess would take?
No, because I've slain that goddess. Hello? Don't just ignore me here.
Son, of course. I am the supreme representative of the goddess here. And I am convinced that she would agree with our actions. Rise, you heroes, from your graves, and fight by my side against the evil in the world.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
You've dug into a spider room. The grandiose evil had vanquished another wave of Thanos' heroes.
What? You desecrated another graveyard? Thalya. Ruthless monster! I'm going to redo your makeup with a rusty neck.
Now that doesn't sound very paladin-like, foster father dear. Time to die.
Remain vigilant, my friends. It is time to resurrect new heroes and call them to our side.
Thanos reached another village, whose access, as chance would have it, was also blocked by a rock. With one mighty blow, he destroyed the rock. An uneasy feeling crept over Tristan as his father once again approached the ignorant and unarmed villagers.
Father, stop this madness! We can't let more innocent people die just to fight my sister.
Don't worry, son. Once we win, we'll bring them all back. The way you brought me back.
No, Father. I can no longer be a part of this.
Then step aside. Get out of here, you traitor. Do not stand in the way of the light and the eternal flame. I will personally take care of this and eradicate evil.
Tristan did not dare to confront his father and ran away. All that was left behind were the unarmed villagers and Thanos with a mad glint in his eye.
No? I'm way too young to die. I was gonna take a trip around the world and...
Strengthened, Thanos set out to resurrect new heroes.
Onward, defenders of the true good. Take off your musty robes, and then off to battle.
Your little snots have dug into a spider nest.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Another graveyard patrol set out on its rounds.
Thalya, you treacherous snake! How dare you interfere with my plans like this? May the goddess have mercy on you, for I shall have none.
Ha! I killed your goddess, and pity is something I had to look up in the dictionary. You worn-out sack of dead meat. You should climb back into the grave you crawled out of. I'll be more than happy to help, too.
Thalya, you depraved creature!